Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. This is me again, your brother, your friend. I'm here again this afternoon to just do some little analysis on what is happening on the political scene. Please just click your share button. Let's share the word of freedom and invite friends to today's broadcast. Thank you and God bless.
Ancient city is calling. Oh, arise, sons and daughters. Bluetooth mode. The city is marching. Stand up high. The pride of the land. The founding fathers of labor. And our time to serve is now. The glory of the new revelation will forever be our pride. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Our treasures are found in all nations, and our greatness is second to none. Our history forever shall be written. How our kings have endured all times. Our people culture in unity. Our hearts before the land. Rich culture, stories of heroes, legacies forever be. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Unite and stand with each other. Forgive and let it go. Together we can stand, come what may. And the future lies in us. Teach our children to teach their children what our fathers taught. To fear and love the Creator. Holy land shall we succeed. Beautiful and glorious.
AJ, good afternoon. You are welcome. Stephen Eguavon, Alexandra, you are welcome. How you are? Good, you, sir. Let's just invite friends, share, press the share button. If you're watching from Facebook, press the share button, let's invite friends.
I never see this kind of land for Edo. I never see this kind of love before. Wonder. Maseki na wow, Saibu na wonder. Edo people say make una carry go. Wonder.
Joe Silabuma, I greet you. Charles Fred, you're welcome, sir. Please let's press the share button and invite friends. Danger, you are welcome, man. Just press the share button, let's invite friends.
Make you check infrastructure. Help people say make you carry go. Make you check health sector. Help people say make you carry go. Make you check agriculture. Help people say make you carry go.
You can send it to your friends on Messenger, on WhatsApp.
Make you check development. Help people say make you carry go.
Just copy straight to WhatsApp. Osage, I greet you, sir.
Let us be shy, their evil money. Let us be shy, the dollar. Just have a good work of purpose. If you collect down, you go down. Let me get in the killer. What the apple for Pala? Very big blessing. Let me get in the killer. Masaki, people say make you carry go. Who are the final say in the election? People as the final say. Who are the final say in the election? People as the final say. The people say now Masaki them one. People make you carry go. I said, who was the final say the election? And the people as the final say. Who was the final say the election? And the people as the final say. And the people say now that's the kingdom one. I even make you not carry go. Oshamole Isaiamo. Yes, is waiting for you. Mama, Nagama, Dawa, and me just went okay. Everyone coming on to Sega. Mama said, Sharibo. Mama, Nagama, Dawa, and me just went okay. Everyone coming on to Sega. Ebi kama no leru biwo. Ebi kama no leru biwo. Aga leru o. Ebi kama no leru biwo.
Osaboye, I greet you.
Somo le de kwakwa. Ebi kama no leru biwo. Say yamu wariaba. Ebi kama no leru biwo. Somo le de kwakwa.
Let us see bad phrase, let the bad phrase, let the bad
Say
phrase.
yamu wariaba. Akupe, Nagalo Igeto, Akupe Wano, Eleshona. Papi Mama Kupe, no Samo Lete Kwakwa, Akupe, One Day Mama Kupe, Yamuga, Yoga. Akupe, Nagalo Igeto, Akupe Wano, Eleshona. Papi Mama Kupe, Samo Lete Kwakwa, Akupe, One Day Papi Mama Kupe, no Baseki, the Swaka, Polo Baseki, you were ready, Yama. Aulaye, Mama Shomoleyadio, you were ready, Yama.
Don Kevin, you are welcome, sir. Osawa Rosemary, I greet you.
Ruda, Ikesuya, Nanya Oko, Ebari, Gade, no paper, 12, Papa Secretary, que suelta por Basaki, tu madre mi llama. Agaye, vamos, somos de Yadio, tu madre mi llama. Para mi mamá, Guafuano, Baba, Ruda, y que suya, no, que bari, gade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good day, everyone. It's a quick one today. I want to talk on some very three or four issues that is on popular demand. But before I say that, I had a video, I mean, an audio recording of Captain Osa Wells Okumbo today through one of our brother who is a strong supporter of Pastor Osage Ezeyamo. And when I listen to the video, I want to say, Babasa, I want to beg you, sir. I want to beg you in the name of God. You are a respected person in the society in Benin City today. It doesn't matter what anybody will say. You are the number one, son of the soil right now. And by that, you know what I mean. As the richest man today living in Edo State, you are the number one son of the kingdom. And I want to say, sir, please, please, please. I don't know whoever that is you know talking to you, sir. I want you to just quit this old political game. Politics is a very dirty game. The truth is this: politics is being played by people that are dirty. And if you are not dirty, you cannot be able to play politics with them. And the moment you decide to throw the heart into the ring, there are many bruises that will come our ways. Very many bruises that will come our ways. Particularly when you are a very notable, personality in the society that the people look up to. It is a little bit difficult for people like you, to pass by without not being seen, or for you to make just a comment without people not actually reading some significant meanings to read. I want to plead with you, sir, with all honesty. I want to say, please, sir, just try as much as possible to stay off this old brouhaha that is happening today. And if you want to support anybody, it is your fundamental human right to support anybody you want to support. It is your right. But also because of the position you are occupying in the kingdom, that you have to also now have to weigh. You have to weigh the two issues, your right and your stake in the kingdom of Edo State, or Benin in particular. What is your stake, in the kingdom, and what is your benefit, as the right to support anyone publicly or secretly. Because I listened to your videos, sir. According to you, you've done a lot, during this Obaseki administration. That is one thing you need to really go sit down and ask what has actually gone wrong. Where did I offend this man? Where did I make the mistake that led to where we are today? I'm not going to talk about that today because that is not the topic that I have for today. I just want to throw that in because I saw the audio, I listened to it, and I felt I will come out, as a Benin son, to also give you this candid advice to say, sir, please do not allow these people to push you any further longer. Because the more you try to explain yourself, the more you try to exonerate yourself, the more you get yourself being deep and deeper into the political mess in the state. That is just the truth, sir. In politics, you don't need to explain to anyone. As far as you are not a political actor who is at the forefront, all you need to do is to just slightly back off, remain on your own, and allow the game to be played. You can give advice to whoever you want to give advice to as your own support for that very particular candidate. That this is my candidate advice, and I pray and I believe that if you see this video, you will act into this advice and stay clear from the political terrain that is actually engulfing the entire political space in Edo State. Having said that, let me now go to why I am here today. Please share this video, share this video, share this video. Let's share this video. Now, I I saw two videos, two different videos. One was on the Niger Watch YouTube channel. The interview that was done by Mazi scholar Dokpayi, and I saw another video again that was on the social media space by our brother Dr. Pius Ebirama ODUBU, and I decided to address these two very particular videos and other matters as it comes. Now, I will start with that of Mazi Kola Edobayi. I'm going to only address one very particular thing he said on that interview, live interview with the Niger Watch team. Now, on that interview, while he was addressing the issue that is on ground in Edo State, Mazi Scholar Edopayi, which a man I respect so much, said that Obaseki threw pregnant women, old women, women with children into prison for no just cause. And when I listened to that, I felt a little bit not okay because that is an half truth. Okay, it's an half truth, and that is what I'm against. I am against propagandas. I am against giving an half truth to the people. You must be able to tell them the entire truth the way it is. And when I saw the video, I said, okay, then I need to come out and make some clarifications on that. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is Obaseki does not have the power to put anybody in jail. He doesn't have the power to put anyone in jail. He's the executive governor of the state, yes, but that power is not resided in the hands of the executive governor of the state. If he had the power to put anybody in jail, I am sure Tony Kabaka will not be walking the streets of Benin. If Obaseki has the power to put people in jail, I'm sure Adams Ali Oshomole will not be walking the street of Benin. And many others who have been against him as a person and against his government will not be walking the street of Edo State freely today. That tells you Obaseki does not have the capacity, the power by law to put anybody in jail. Now, where's women being put in jail in Edo State? The answer is yes. Was it Obaseki that put them in jail? The answer is no. Then who put them in jail? Why were they thrown into jail? This is where the question comes into play. In 2016, after the election was won by Obaseki, there was what they call the clearing of the walkway in Ring Road, New Benin, and many of the markets around the Benin metropolis. Okay, then I said nobody should shade on the walkway, which you all knew, and that very particular rampage was done by Comrade Tony Adun, aka Tony Kabaka. Now, after that, a law was not enacted by the Edo State House of Assembly to not help in making sure that very particular exercise that was being carried out is being sustained. And that law now helps in the creation of what we call the mobile court. Okay. Now, the mobile court is now the one that actually judge the cases of anyone that is found guilty. And we all know, even in Europe that most of us lives in today, if you are found guilty of a certain crime or violation of certain rules, I'm going to use the COVID-19 as an example. I spoke with somebody yesterday in Ireland. I also speak with another person again in Spain. And they said there is a law right now in Spain and in Ireland that if you are in the public transport, either the bus or the train, you are obligated by law to put on a face mask or a face shield, as the case may be. And the law says if you don't put on the face mask or the face shield and you are caught by the police, you either pay €1,500 or you have to go to 6 months imprisonment. For example, a woman that was not pregnant now violated that rule. Do you think because she is pregnant or because she had a baby with her, that the government will have to overlook the crime she has committed? You know, there's an adage in law that says the law is no respecter of anybody. Doesn't matter whether you're a disabled, you're a big man, you're a small man, wherever you are. As far as a law is not being enacted, it is very important that you have to obey the law to the letters. These people that they said they were arrested, maybe they do not have the financial capability to pay the safe fine that was given to them. Because the fine, the judgment is optional. Either you pay the fine or you serve the jail terms. Many of you also remember this Funke, Jennifer Dowry, this actress, who also violated the COVID-19 rules. She was charged to court and she was given a 2 weeks compulsory clean-up exercise in Lagos State by the court. That was the option she was given. And she had to carry out that option that she was given. So when you are a mother or when you're a father, you are wherever you are, and you violated the law of the land, and you feel because you are pregnant or because you have a baby or because you are disabled, then it becomes a crime for the law to take its full course on you. That I will call a total blackmail. It is a political blackmail from a man that we so much respected as a human rights activist. This very particular people or this very particular person did not react in a time when Tony Kabaka was beating up our mothers and our sisters and our fathers at the market. This same group of people did not protest one day when these boys that was being sent by Tony Kabaka to go and collect this tax or this revenue from these women in the market, and when they get these people do not have what it takes to pay them what they required of them, they will destroy their goods, or sometimes they will turn, oil into their garri or their rice, and yet they will still make sure the money is being collected from them. None of these people ever came out to say this is a bad precedence. Then when the government came in order to put everyone under the law for things to be done according to laws, this same group of people are now going out talking that the governor is throwing people into prison without not letting the viewers who were viewing that very particular interview to understand the reason behind these so-called pregnant women being thrown into prison. As a human rights activist, you must always stand for the truth, no matter who is involved. That is the difference between politicians and one who is standing on the side of the people. I felt bad. I said to put, it across so that they will understand how governance is being run in the developed part of the world. It pains me when I see people who we are supposed to respect are now trying to sway, to turn around what is supposed to be for the benefit of the people against the government of the day. I didn't hear these people say or criticize the video that went viral when Tony Kabaka called himself and the order of his talks lions and tigers. I didn't see any of these political, activists, these brand envelope activists, to come out when Pastor Zaki Zayamu says these political talks will move from one police unit to another, from one to another, from one to another, from even on to local government. I didn't hear these same people coming out to say when Samson Osage said the youth in Edo State goes for the highest bidders and they work for one who has the capacity to pay them. I didn't hear this people say when Pastor Sage Zayabu was going to the palace and one of these same people was saying, not change you, not change you. When you come enter, make sure we'll get our own. No, now what you promise us with that though. I didn't see any of these people criticizing such a statement from this group. Before the fallout of Obasekin and Oshomole, Moses College Abayi and Emmanuel Abogun were always at the front of the 5-star Central Hospital that was built by Oshomole, protesting, asking for the opening and the probing of that hospital project. But today, the same group of people are now aligning with Oshomole because they have an issue with the governor. I don't call people like that activists anymore. They have actually lost the respect that people like me have for them. The same way my respect for Festus Kayamo died is the same way my respect for these guys have gone into oblation. Now, around 2016, 2017, Moses College had an issue when they went to protest Igelegele, with the oil company, something like that, and with Captain Osa getting involved. And the government of the day, ran by Governor Basaki, came and arrested them because what they did was right, but the manner at which it was done, according to what I had, was wrong. And from that day onward, Moses College had been against the governor of the state. He had not actually forgotten the incident that took place because he felt the governor sent him to prison. I want to make something very clear, bold and clear. As an activist, you need to understand that any point in time, you can be thrown at the back of the Black Maria and be taken into a dungeon. Before you decide to call yourself a comrade, before you decide to call yourself a Marxist, before you decide to call yourself an activist, therefore you must understand prison is going to be your second home. Comrade Omoyele Sowore has gone to prisons many times. The late Chief Gani Fawayimi has gone to prisons many times before his death. Chief Mike Zekome has gone to prisons many times. Many of these activists, they have gone to prison many times. They have been tear gassed by the government of the day. But that does not mean when the government does something right, they will not commend the government. Obi Ezekwelu, this former Minister of Education under Obasanjo's administration, was engaged with Jonathan all because of Bring Back Our Girls campaign. This my sister also, what is her name? Aisha, was also engaged Goodluck Jonathan all through Goodluck Jonathan time after the adoption of the Shibo girls. They praised Buhari when Buhari done something right, and when Buhari began to act in the negative way, this same group of people came out, all out for him and against him. That is the work of an activist. Not one who feels when you talk, the government will not react. Then it doesn't make you are not ready to be the mouthpiece of the people. So this is just a mere political, bargain in order for you to indirectly campaign for your candidate, which we all know as at today. As a Kola Adebayi arrest by those state government in 2017 or 2016. The arrest happened due to the way and manner that the request for some appointment was not properly done. If he still hates Obaseki for that arrest, why not aid our father, Captain Osakumbo, who was also involved in it? Because if you remember, that was when Dionosage called Eranamigo and gave Eranamigo a lot of information. It was not only Kola Adebayi that was arrested, Curtis Ubo was also arrested by Obaseki administration. But today, Curtis Ubo is standing on the side of truth. You don't hold as a comrade, as an activist, you do not hold whatsoever that happens to you to act. You continually fighting and standing on the side of the people. So the people must prevail where the people go. That is where activists go. You cannot stand against the people cause of personal interest and still call yourself an activist. It doesn't work. You can't stand against the people and you still want to call yourself an activist. An activist is one that stands on the side of the people. An activist needs to look at where the wave is going to and decide to hold on to that side of the device. The Edo State election will define and expose all political and brand envelope activities, which we already see them right now. Yesterday, I heard from Stalin Sasso Sakonokodi that Comrade Imana Bogun did a rally in support of his Pastor Sage Zeyamo. I laughed. Don't call yourself an activist. You are just a mere politician who wants to be recognized by the government of the day, which is okay. Okay, which is completely okay. Now, I will try to explain that to us that the women were not arrested by Obaseki. It was the court that did the arrest. And we all, as a matter of fact, must always tell ourselves the gospel truth. Now, here come to the other one of Dr. Pius Ibrahim ODUBU. On the video that was going viral on Facebook, he said, I'm going to quote only one thing they said there. He said on that video that Obaseki was the one that went to court to stop the federal government from accepting him as the NDDC chairman. I want to say something. If Obaseki was the one that did that, why is ERIAMIANTOE appointed today? Why did Clem Abba is still in the cabinet of Buhari today? That's number one. Number two, let's look at it from this angle. Please, guys, bear with me. I'm going to try to do a lot of talking today, a lot of easy talking today, so we get the point clearly. I want to share this video, let people see this. Now, before the appointment of Dr. Pius ODUBU, Pius ODUBU is actually the founder, the financier of the EPM, Edo People's Movement. He was the founder, the financier of EPM, the Edo People's Movement, which later became the only opposition that the government of Obaseki had in the last 2.5 years. Now, this group of people, Pius ODUBU, Chris Ogemoye, Charles Ariave, Edebi, Osaro, Idabo, Sapsizo Sanke, and many others have already connived to make sure that Obaseki does not return for the second time. Guys, listen to me. Now, when the appointment was coming, every appointment supposed to have come through the governor if the governor of the state and the federal government had the same political party, like the APC government. Then if there is no governor in the state, the party structures in the state, we now, with consultation with all the parties faithfuls in the state, we now do the appointment for the nomination of a candidate to the federal government for an appointment. Now, when the appointment was made, was Obaseki aware of ODUBU's appointment? Was he aware of the appointment by ODUBU? The answer is no. That's number one. When a governor is on seat and Oshomole decided to not do what he wants in Abuja and nominated the people he wants to nominate, all because he just wanted to bring down the governor of the state, the governor kept quiet. Number two, I said number one, Obaseki was not consulted before the nomination of ODUBU and others into the appointment. Number two, the EPA was already existing before that very particular nomination came to be. And they have already vowed that Obaseki will leave the seat come 2020. And based on what you are seeing today in NDDC, you will know NDDC is where people go to make money. If you remember what Joy Noni said, that Chief Godswill Okpabio told her that he came to NDDC to gather money for his presidential ambition. It means NDC was a place where they gather money for elections. And maybe Obaseki is aware of that. And when this whole thing came, you never informed the governor of the state. Who will do that to Oshomole? Will Odigio Joloyegu, during Oshomole time, did Odigio Joloyegu ever interfered in Oshomole day-to-day running of Edo State? The answer is no. Oshomole had all the powers accrued to him, and he used them judiciously. Now, when a group of people have decided to unseat you, and the ringleader of these people is now being appointed to a position whereby they do not account for the money that is being allocated to them. You heard between October and May, they misappropriated over 84 billion naira in NDDC. It's on the public domain, where the acting managing director of NDDC fainted, purportedly fainted, when it was being drilled by the House of Representatives. Number 3, the chairmanship position for the NDDC was not in the turn of Edo State. Guys, listen to this carefully. It was the turn of Delta State or Akwa Ibom State. And when they made Pius Eberemo ODUBU the chairman of NDDC by appointment, my guy, let my sibling be jobless. Please don't say that here again. I don't. This, you see, this is what I hate about you guys. When people tell the truth, if what is it? Okay, if Isaiah wins tomorrow, that's his business making my family jobless. I don't give a hoot about it. But the truth must be told. The people must learn the truth. So I don't play politics of what I'm going to gain. I don't care about it. Okay, I live in Europe and I have what it takes to take care of my family. The government have never employed any of my brothers to any job. Okay, so forget about that. So if they don't want to hear the truth, because of the truth, they want to now use it against us for telling the truth, then they are not ready to learn yet. That's the reason why we will not vote them. DJ Power. That's the reason why we will not vote them. That's why we will not vote them. Now, like I was saying, it was not the turn of the Edos. When they appointed, when Oshomole, placed some wudu for ODUBU to become the NDC chairman. When that happened, Okowa and the Akwa Ibom State governor decided to call for a meeting of the Edo State, of the Niger Delta Governors Forum. They had to question Obaseki. Why will you do this? It is not your turn. You can't overjump the already gentleman agreement that we have made, just the way we are doing in the presidency. They have to be state by state. They have to be state by state to take over the affair of the NDDC. Obaseki told them that, listen, guys, I am not aware of the appointment. I don't even know when this appointment were made. So he cannot defend what he was not asked to defend. ODUBU that is crying around now, did ODUBU ever one day after the appointment flew to Benin to come and meet Obaseki and talk to Obaseki about what had happened at Abuja? The answer is no. Obaseki read from news like every other person. Okay? So when that happened, Governor Kowa of Delta State felt he was being shortchanged. And he decided to go to court and challenge the appointment of Dr. Pius Ibrahim ODUBU over the NDDC chairmanship position, not Obaseki. And you know, when you are being charged to court, there are 3 things that are involved. Number 1, they will sue Edo State government because the person is from Edo State. They will sue the NDDC, they will sue the federal government, and they will sue the person that was appointed. What Obaseki did was Obaseki refused to represent the Edo State government because he was not aware of what was happening. And today, some people are now saying it is wrong for Obaseki to have done what you did. How many of you here watching me standing for what is not true that will accept someone who wants to destroy you to climb to the position of power in order for the person to bring you down? How many of you here will do it? We must tell ourselves the truth. We must put politics aside and always stand for the truth. I know why I am saying this every day. I tell people, keep my video for reference. A time will come when Obaseki would have left government and someone else comes in. Some of these things I am saying today will be remembered. How this young man tried to make the mind of the people to be, elaborate in order for them to understand how things are being done. In a sane society. The moment you refused to acknowledge the position of the governor of a state, even when peradventure you were being appointed or nominated by the man who was at the end of the affair as the APC national chairman, which Adam Soshomole, you downgraded the office of the governor without not coming to now ask the governor that, look, this has happened. This is what I got now. That's how it ought to be. You refuse to do that. You felt the Shomole had all the powers in the world to keep you in that position, knowing fully well when the ships are down, you are representing the state, not Oshomole. Today, you crying wolf. That Obaseki was the one that now made you not to get that appointment. If you knew, sir, that Obaseki was that powerful, Why did you not call out for Obaseki when the appointment was given to you? Guys, forget all these political affiliations. We the Edos, we are the project. We are the people that matters in this whole thing. Not these few individuals. Not Obaseki, not Izeyamu, not Oshomole, not Captain Osa, none of them. It is you and I that are the most important ingredients of this fight. What people like us are doing today, it is not about Obaseki. I've said it before. I don't give a hoot about Obaseki. I don't give a hoot about Izeyamu, but I give a hoot about what Obaseki is doing today to bring Edo out of the shackles of godfatherism and abeurism to a level where we expect to be. Having been a pace setter all our lives, as far as the Nigeria and the African world is concerned, that is our fight. So if you as a man I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to drop my phone number is already out, but you're going to call WhatsApp, not direct. You're going to only call WhatsApp, not direct, please. Not direct. Not direct. You're going to call it WhatsApp. So, what you guys need to do is to stand on the side of truth. To stand on the side of justice. To stand on the side of the people. So please, Dr. Pius ODUBU, I beg you in the name of God. Obaseki had nothing to do with it. You actually played gamble with your appointment because you wanted the governor to be of no consequence to you. You thought the governor was of no consequence to you, was of no importance to you. So you relegated him, you neglected him, you saw him as nobody. Then he just told you, as the governor of the state, he still has some powers reserved that he can use. And that is what happened. And every sane man will do what Obaseki had done. Will not stand behind a man who is planning by all means possible to gather fund and remove him from the office. So, Ogami, what happened to you, it is your own fault, not the fault of Obaseki. Now, I also saw another write-up where Pastor Sagi Yamu says Abu is not coming back. That he's going to rehabilitate them. And at the end of the day, he's going to put them back into the society. Now, when I saw that, I laughed. I said, "What? Is that serious? If that is a promise you are making to these guys today, we are keeping record of every statement you are making. Both sides of the device. After this election, if Obaseki wins, he's going to hear from Edos in diasporas. We are not here to just campaign for him and let him go. No. If he wins, we are going to tell him how Edo will be run so that Edo can be like Europe. Go, mark my word. The government of Edo State have not heard the last from me. It doesn't matter who wins this election, AC, APC, PDP, ABGA, whatever. They've not heard the last from me and my group, the Edos in diasporas. We will be on them until they do the right thing. So this whole fight is not just about this election. We are here to support Obaseki because we see he has done something that we appreciate. I have no political party. In 2016, I was for ERIAMIANTOE. Just like 20, I am for Obaseki. Not PDP, not APC. Maybe in 2024, I might be for AAC candidate, which I believe he has what it takes to take Edo to the next level. That is what we stand for. We are standing for personalities, not political parties. We are standing for one who we see had the capacity to turn the state around for good. And you know one thing, when you fight corruption, corruption fights back. What we are experiencing today with Obaseki is corruption fighting back. A lot of propagandas will be disseminated to weaken his political base. And that is where people like us will come out and try to analyze or itemize what had happened and why it happened. These are people will see and understand where we are coming from, that it is not just about Saliva, what are you talking about? I told you on my wall, you don't insult me, okay? On my wall, you don't insult me. If you can't write a polite statement on my wall, you get the hell out of my wall. Okay? If you can't put up a polite statement, then get the hell out of my wall. Okay? If you can't put a polite statement there, get the hell out of my wall. You can put APC is winning or ERIAMIANTOE is winning. Everything's okay. We are brothers. So if you come here to start insulting, then you are not supposed to be here. Then you are actually the problem of Edo State. Just put your statement around. Obaseki is winning. ERIAMIANTOE is winning. It doesn't matter to us. We are all brothers. So don't insult anyone on my wall. I don't want it. That's what I hate. I don't insult people. I'm always very civil when I am alive. So I want every of my commenter to also be civil when they are alive. Okay? So, so brothers, that is the situation on ground today right now. Now, for normalcy to return to Edo State, there must be some level of pains and unusual ways of doing things. Please, my brothers. How many of you know that when the day is about to break, the night become more darker. When the day is about to break, the night become more darker. That is why by 12 o'clock, they call it mid of the night. It is the most dangerous time of the night, 12 midnight. In the spiritual realm, those of you who are into whatever, in the spiritual realm, that's when the witches gather to go to coven. Also, that's when the churches start praying, 12 midnight. So, when this is about to get good, it first of all get more bad. The pains we are experiencing today in Obaseki government that people have been thrown into jail. It's all is a way of making the government to work. We are used to this wrong way of doing things for a very long time. Even those of us who are educated, those of us who actually travels abroad but don't stay abroad, we are used to this funny way of doing things in Nigeria. And because of that, when something new is about to come that will change the way things are being done, we are not ready to feel the changes. We want it to happen the way it usually happens. And when it's not happening that way, to us, it is wrong. Somebody called me a few days ago and said, "You are supporting Obaseki. Do you know that there is no money in Edo State anymore? All the monies are being shut up by Obaseki for the past 4 years." Do you know what I told him? I said, "Okay, let's look at it like this. We are 10 in numbers, 10 of us, 10 of us, 10 of us. 10 of us, 10 of us. Now, 10 of us, now we have money. And I have 50 million. The other people have nothing. They have zero. Mr. Power. They have zero. Do you know if I come up with 100,000 naira from my 50 million naira and take these guys to the bar or take them to a good eatery, it's like money is flowing. Okay? It will take me 10 days to spend 1 million naira. It will take me 10 days to spend 1 million naira. Okay? Now, for that 10 days, everybody feel that there is enjoyment everywhere. If they not collected by 50 million and I give each and every one of us 5 million naira, the 10 of us now have 5 million. Do you think I will still spend 1 million naira in 10 days? The answer is no. What Obaseki just did now, it took the money away from the hands of the few and break it down to the hands of the masses. Now, those of us who were rejected before cannot go to the market and buy food. Before now, we need to go and beg them and say, Baba, please, my pikin never eat for the past 1 week. He will not give you 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira. But today, you don't need to go and beg to feed your child. You don't need to go and beg to pay your child's school fees because Obaseki had already given you the platform to be able to do the little you can with the money that was in the hands of some few people. Then those few now are not saying there is no more money in the society because the money had been, disbursed down to the general masses. So the pain they are feeling now because they were living in affluence, unusual affluence, without no means of livelihood, has not been reduced to a level that they have to live like you and I on the street of Benin. That is why people are crying that there is no more money in Edo State because they are no more getting what they used to get from the government. For there to be no mercy in the state, we need to, as a matter of fact, try as much as possible to understand the changes that is coming our way. It's going to come in the gradual process. It's already working now. The pensioners get their salary. The civil servants get their salaries. The judges get their salaries. Everyone working in Edo State today get their salaries as at when due. That is the process of reorganizing, restructuring the governance in Edo State. And that is the handwork, the plan of Governor Norris Obaseki for a better tomorrow. You get it now? Now, so this is the way development will come. The easy way is not always the best way, but little pain will guarantee you forever happiness. We need to get that very clearly right now. Whatever you think you are passing through today is a process that is going on. And we'll get to a level whereby jobs will become things of the past. We have the Oshoma power plant right now. We have the Edo refinery, which some people says it is not Obaseki, it is not Edo State refinery. I said, okay, beautiful. Not Edo State refinery, not Obaseki that even built the refinery. Assuming that is the truth of the matter. But the refinery is in Edo State. Abi, our mother that sell food. Our mother that sell food, they will go and sell food there. Cleaners will not be brought from Lagos or Niger Delta. Cleaners will be brought from Edo State. Messengers will be brought from Edo State. Drivers will be brought from Edo State. Some other little job will be brought from Edo State. So at the end of the day, the Edo people still benefited from the refinery, if even it is not of Edo State. Okay? So, you see, at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation for all of us as a people. That is why I am pleading with you guys. Let's sit down and think and act before we take decisions. This has gone beyond just politics. It is a project that we all must align to. You see, the first time in the history of politics in Nigeria that people in diasporas are not actively involved in what is happening in the country, because we saw another way of how things are being done in Nigeria, just the same way it is happening here where we are. We are not supporting Obaseki because Obaseki has given any of us money. We're not supporting Obaseki because Obaseki, is going to give us appointments. I've told them before and I repeat, go and save my video. I do not need anything from the government of Obaseki. The Europe that I am today, I am okay with the life I live here. We are only fighting for a better Edo, for you and for me. So let us think Let us act. God bless you guys. Now I want to give room for comments. You can drop your question or comments. Obaseki might share money for them 1 week ago. Obaseki never share money for us. I live in Sweden. I'm not a beggar. I'm a hard-working guy. Okay? I have businesses back home. I have businesses back home. So I live, I'm a cook, I'm a professional chef. So I don't even need, how much are they going to give me in the first place? That will be enough for me. Listen, Stephen has no price tag. You can't buy me. If you know Eranomigo, ask Eranomigo about Stephen. He knows me. You can't buy me. I worked with Eranomigo for 2 years in case of Obaseki. So if you see me supporting Obaseki today, you understand there must be a reason behind it. And no food when they cook, both Oyibo food, and they cook all. And they cook all. I'm a professional. I've been doing that job for 14 years. So I made so much money from it. If I have an opportunity to vote, I will vote for Obaseki. Okay, so now let me hear comments and let me hear. The number to call is +46 73 957 1107. +46 73 957 1107. Only WhatsApp, not direct, because I'm using it direct for my live video, please. Only WhatsApp. Thank you, guys. Not mad these people. You know, say all these people, they like to make me they laugh. I love every one of you. I love you guys. You know, that's really true. I appreciate you guys. You guys are wonderful people. You know, whether you are EPM, whether you are APC, whether you are PDP, whether you are ABGA, it does not really matter. We are all fighting for the betterment of the state called Edo State. Okay? Doesn't matter who you are. But one thing I want to say is that we as a people must stand for the truth. If you are defending Obaseki, you must have a reason why you defend Obaseki. If you are defending Zeyamu, you must have a reason. Not because Obaseki is a betrayer. That is not a reason. So that reason doesn't really go well with me. I think we're having a caller right now. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Yes. Good afternoon, Pastor. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. I'm live now. Do you want to contribute, sir?
Yes. I remember because actually I'm watching you, so I just want to contribute.
Okay, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Some second comments that I saw.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. You see, there was this comment that wrote is, I think it's DJ Power.
Okay.
You know, he wrote some few things, although I replied him. You see, Pastor, you know, apart from the fact that you are analyzing, you are also in a different ministry. You know, we have all kind of ministry. We have normal ministry, then we have ministry of as the body of Christ. So based on that, we always talk to anybody, you know, based on the ministry that we belong to.
Yes.
All we need to do is just enlighten them. This DJ Power, at the end of it, when I had this continuous reply up and down with him, he said something about betrayal. That's what I want to talk about if I'm giving you opportunity.
Oh, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. We are listening.
Now, you see, betrayal. Sir?
We are listening. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. You see, betrayal. If I want to talk in relative to this present election, you know, you see, betrayal in this kind of, what is the business here? If you and I, for instance, we have a secular business, as in one thing or the other, and in that agreement, I kind of betrayed you. It is understandable. But when in this business we're talking about, the business of governance, you see, there is no betrayal between Obaseki and Oshomole. because the affairs of the state is not about Oshomole. It's about the state, the people of Edo State. So if there was any kind of agreement that was going to go contrary to the people of Edo State, Obaseki has no way. There's no other way. It is always going to be for the people. Even if there was a kind of agreement. But if the agreement is going to be something that's going to be against the people of Edo State, there is no way Obaseki will go for. I'm not single Obaseki. Anybody. Because the majority of the state wins. So most things of the people, the one I'm hearing, it's always about he betrayed Oshomole. No, somebody has to have some like what I've known from the Christendom is that God is a spirit. God is a spirit, and even the devil and the prisoner is also a spirit. The devil needs a man to punish you, to wicked you. God needs a man. God uses a man to bless you, just like the devil uses a man to wicked you. So a man must help somebody. But when being helped, you must not take it. If all the help God has given to us, true men, they are not supposed to then go against the laws of God. But how many times do we do everything according to His will? So people should not be talking about betrayal here by Obaseki to Oshomole. No. And the allegiance of Obaseki as the governor of the state is not to Oshomole, but to the people of Edo State, which I feel is doing, because most of the information that I have is information that I get from people like you, the rest of every other person, even including the people on the other side, the ERIAMIANTOE camp. But unfortunately for them, they don't come with a viable argument that can even make somebody like me, say, okay, well, it's true what it just said. I don't think, and that's the problem. It's not as if those of us in the diaspora here where we really want to be supported. No, it is because of that the agreement that we have that is making us to support. Actually, the big power. They're not for you to be insulted. Come with a genuine agreement, then I can see if your own is obtainable, then I can follow you if I have to. Now to the last one, Pastor, I want to ask you, this one is directly to you. Is it possible that an interview could be set up between you and the pastor that I always see online to Osazua, Naija Watch? Is it possible? Such a thing, I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's possible. You have for us to contact Naija Watch and just tell them. I think it's possible.
I'm not pushing you, but it's up to you.
No, for me it's possible. For me, anytime, any day, I'm always ready to defend the truth. That's the truth of matter there. Anytime, any day.
I don't know who can set up that kind of a is you or me.
I can call Naija Watch. I can call Naija Watch and put it up. Yeah, I will call it Naija Watch and put it up.
Okay, let me not take your time, please. I know that people will want to call you to be blessed and protect that person that is.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I just put up the number and check the messenger. I mean the comment. Please, Facebook, check the comment. The number is on it right now. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Let me just thank you for your relentless efforts. I really love what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Please, let me make our call 3 minutes, please, 3 minutes, so that other people can call in 3 minutes. Everybody 3 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I watched you on Naija Watch, one live event on Naija Watch with one Marco and you more from, I don't know.
Okay.
On a debate.
Yes.
That is the problem I have with the AP3 candidate. I watched you and I saw the way you were making a lot of sense with your argument. You were making a lot of sense, but you asked just one question. They can't give simple reason why people will vote for their candidate, Pastor Osaki. All they do is to involve in just an endless argument that making any sense. Every day I watch them when I ask them what is or anything Pastor Osaki back for the people, they will say they have a simple agenda. And begin to talk about is mass document. But there's one question I've been wanting them to answer. How are you going to actualize that simple agenda? They have not been able to answer that question. And I'm bothered. And they are not saying the answer to the world. Pastor Osaki he has been Osaki is not a popular candidate. Last election, many people vote for Osagi because they were against Ushumule. Not because they don't like Obaseki. They were against Ushumule. Right now, Obaseki have done more than what people was even expecting. People are going to vote massively for Obaseki.
Bros, you have 30 seconds to go.
Hello?
Yeah, you have 30 seconds now. Yeah, please, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Everyone that is calling, 3 minutes, please. Yeah, hello.
Hello, are you still on? Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm still online. Please, no direct call. You want to contribute? Yeah, do you want to contribute? Okay. Hello.
There are so many people that are going through media houses to represent Obaseki.
Yeah.
But I think they themselves are not really familiar with the job Obaseki has done.
Yes.
Obaseki has tried so much. So if there are people that are representing those mostly TV houses, it's almost like this man, the one that contested deputy governorship race with ERIAMIANTOE, which is Mr. Yakubu.
Yeah.
Honorable Yakubu.
Yeah.
The man, when you listen to the man, he knows how to tackle them with every way they are come, because the so-called EPM members are not saying they are not ACC or whatever. They all they do is to use false analysis. And even the media houses, for example, like ITV, they can't even, somebody is saying this is modular refinery that is being done. And there's nothing attributed to those state government, there is federal government or private company. As a media person, we have to still remind that this is an agreement that is signed between the government and the private partnership, that even those state government contributed 700 million. The land is CFO and everything. They contributed that one, and they are building even this faculty in Abdulsalam University to make sure that they are training people from there. They will not bring people from it. It's already signed as a contract that when these people are graduating, they are going there to work from the petrochemical faculty that they want to build there. So most of the people that represent Obaseki, they don't really, okay, you are saying you have all kinds roads in different words as Obaseki has claimed. If you even take that ERIAMIANTOE to Saple Road, if you look at the words that road cut across, it's terrible. All these Okume in JROA, these different places in Benin there that Obaseki has had. There's a place called Abuja Quarter that is putting on that underground drainage, that's EIU area of the Uboazi. So these are work that has been done there. People say Saple Road with underground drainage, all those Yoruba area. I think they are not seeing all these things, or maybe Obaseki is not having more representatives that will represent him well in all these media houses. I listen to
please, nobody should call directly.
And it's that vulnerable that, but saying he was trying to connect a post show to Saple Road. A friend now told it that it is okay for it to pass. That is when he now even know that Obaseki has done that road. Is it that there's no publicity about all these projects, or people that represent the media are not doing well? So we should see advice him to begin to showcase all these things. It cannot just be asking, we can see that we will see. Let him not be showcasing his work. Keep it
If I can buy 1 hour on the evening program, like right time, like 10 o'clock programs that everybody's at home, buy 1 hour from ITV, from BPS, from SPA, from channel, so your work, and let people begin to see many things.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. That's nice one. Nice one. Nice one. I beg. The issue is this: we must always tell ourselves the truth, no matter what it is. We must tell ourselves the truth. So we don't hype beyond where we can go. Okay, guys. So we still need some, maybe 1 or 2 calls before we close. We have 5 minutes to go now for today. 5 minutes to go. If no more calls, we call it a day. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Debuff me. Please don't call direct. We need, I told you, no direct. Call my WhatsApp, please, because I'm using the phone. You are calling now for the broadcast. So I'm going to shut down if I pick your calls. So, okay, guys, thank you very much. We appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. I think the person is calling now. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys for your time. Let us continually to vote for conscience. Let's vote for continuity. Let's vote for someone who can change the narrative of things. Let's vote for Governor Naraso Baseki. Okay, there is a caller now. Yeah, hello. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I like what you are doing for enlightening people for the good work of Edo State. I'm calling from UK.
Okay, sir.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah. The problem we are having here is that the problem we are having here. My name is Mr. Gabriel. I'm calling from UK.
Okay.
The problem we are having in Edo State. Many of the Edos, the indigenous of Edos, the main Benin, it's like they don't like progress. You understand? If you look at the central part of Edo State, the Bishans and Promishan, you see the compression where everybody comes together. They see the light that is coming to Edo State, but they know that light is going to help everybody. They support it. But the main Benin, the indigenous of Benin, what if you understand what I'm trying to say? Because of many of our youth, they are being like, they are used to easy money. They don't want to work. Because of this agbero, they can come out every day, get what they want without doing a hard job. They have used to that system. That is why they are supporting this the other party APC. Because the man is promising them that he's going to give them job. If there is no security in the society or a good development, how can you create a job? You see, Governor Obafeki is trying to make the environment good for foreign investors to come and establish so that people can get work. But people are looking about what they're going to get today, forgetting what they are going to the future of their children. You understand? So I just want to contribute that because the youth of Edo indigenous, they don't want to work. They believe in Agbero. They can just come and get what they want and without stress. That is the problem. You understand? I think that is the bone of contention. We know that Obafeki is doing the right thing. It's people's choice. If you go to Ishan, the Akuse, the trees, even where Oshomole is coming from, they support Obafeki. But the problem we're having is the youth of the Benin. So for my own contribution, they should learn how to work hard and get money. You know, in abroad, we go for our daily bread. We go and do 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours to get our day, our daily earning. But they are said that just when they can sit at home, money will be coming through and go to garage and make money. That is not the fact. That is not the best way to do it. Let's support Obasanjo's achievement and his progress in that land. Obasanjo is doing well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So that's it. Obasanjo is a project. Hello, guys. So I need to hit the road right now. Let me hit the road for today. Tomorrow is another day again. We're going to come out stronger and more wonderful tomorrow. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you very much.
I never see this kind of network. I never see this kind of love before.
Tomorrow, net is gonna be 4:00. 4 p.m. tomorrow. 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Make you go see secretariat to small guys. I don't see no salary from a salary a lot. I don't think I know from a man of pension, the secretary will no more protest for their money. Market to make the secretary no more illegal collection. I don't ever shoot for no more man your money. Who the bad they do no more CPA collection. That's every wow. Say you people say make you gotta go. Wonder. Make you check the infrastructure. People say make you hurry go. Make you check headset. People say make you hurry go. Make you check agriculture. People say make you hurry go.
I love Isayamu. I don't believe Isayamu is not my enemy. It's my elder brother. I greet you, Pastor Shiwa. God bless you, sir. President, I greet you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I love Isayamu. I love Opaseki. I love Isoke. I love all of them. They are all my brothers and sisters. But I'm just standing for the truth. Edo must move forward. Tina Adiaki, Edo must move forward. Yeah, Edo must be great again. Edo people as the final. It is your decision. Who governs you? It is your decision.
I said, who was the final say that the election and the people was the final say? Who was the final say that the election and the people was the final say? And the people say, now I'm taking them one. I even met you now.
Carrego, show no light. Don't let you reject my brother.
Everyone coming on to Send
Okay, sorry, ma. Not let the music irritate you. You can't remain in the whole fashion, sir. Never. We are moving forward. A new face will be open. You will go back after 8 years, my dear. After 8 years, we will return back. Okay, guys, I need to go now. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.